morning, children. Hope all of you are keeping well. So today we are meeting again, and today we are going to start with the topic of writing skills, story writing, short story writing. Now before that, let's try to understand what is a story. Now story says setting, talking characters, oops, a problem, resolve the problem, yes, the problem is solved. So this is what a story should say. Now let's discuss the writing process. What is the writing process? What elements are required when you are framing up your story? So first one, use a variety of strategies to collect ideas that are important to you. Choose an idea that is close to your heart, you have more to say about. Plan what you want to say and write about it. Next, insert important details and precise words. Eliminate unnecessary details and nondescript words. Elaborate important details. Means here you have to highlight the important details. You have to give the elaborated form of important details. Now next, check your spellings, very much important. Capitalization, obviously after full stop and when the sentence, you are beginning the sentence. Punctuation, commas, full stops, inverted commas, everything. And paragraphs. And finally, rewrite your draft in a way that makes sense for the piece and get ready to share with others. So in this way, you can put your ideas, draft it, revise, edit, and publish. So now, I'm going to tell you a very beautiful story today, which for sure you are going to remember your childhood. And I hope all of you must have heard this story. And the story is The Monkey and the Crocodile from the Panchtantra. Once upon a time, a monkey lived in a tree that bore juicy red rose apples. One day, a crocodile swam up to that tree and told the monkey that he had traveled a long distance and he was very hungry. The kind monkey offered him a few rose apples. The crocodile enjoyed them very much and asked the monkey whether he could come again for some more of the fruit. The generous monkey happily agreed. Soon, the two became very good friends. The crocodile told the monkey that he had a wife and they lived on the other side of the river. So the kind monkey offered him some extra rose apples to take home to his wife. The crocodile's wife loved the rose apples and made her husband promise to get her some every day. Meanwhile, the friendship between the monkey and the crocodile deepened and they spent more and more time together. The crocodile's wife thought to herself that if the monkey lived on a diet of rose apples, his flesh must be very sweet. So she asked the crocodile to invite the monkey to their house. The crocodile was not happy about this, but his wife was determined to eat the monkey's flesh. One day, she pretended to be very ill and told the crocodile that the doctor said she would only recover if she ate a monkey's heart. So, the crocodile was in a dilemma. On one hand, he loved his friend. On the other, he could not possibly let his wife die. The crocodile went to the rose apple tree and invited monkey to come home to meet his wife. He told the monkey that he could ride across the river and the crocodile's back. The monkey happily agreed. As they reached the middle of the river, the crocodile began to sink. The frightened monkey asked him why he was doing that. The crocodile explained that he would have to kill the monkey to save his wife's life. The clever monkey told him that he would gladly give up his heart to save the life of his friend's wife. But he has left his heart behind in the rose apple tree. He asked the crocodile to make haste and turn back so that the monkey could go and get his heart from the apple tree. The silly crocodile quickly swam back to the rose apple tree. The monkey scampered up to the tree to safety, and he told the crocodile to tell his wicked wife he had married the biggest fool in the world. Now, children, what do we learn from the story? What is the moral of the story? The moral is, when we are in trouble, we should use our presence of mind. Now, children, my purpose of telling you this story is that you understand the things which we need to keep in mind while framing up our story. Now, let's understand this with the help of a diagram. So, hope all of you can see the diagram. Now, let's understand first what is a story. A story is a fiction. In other words, a story describes imaginary events and people. And every story has a plot. Now, what is a plot? A plot consists of events that occur during the course of the story and the way in which they are presented to the reader. Now, a plot has 5 elements which you can see over here. So, okay. Now, the first element is introduction. Now, here the writer will introduce the setting and the characters of the story. Next, the character of the stories are the people or the animals who play some role in the story. The setting is when and where the story takes place. Now, if we talk about the story of the monkey and the crocodile, in the story, the monkey and the crocodile, characters were monkey, crocodile, and crocodile's wife. Now, where did the story took place? The story took place on a rose apple tree near a river. The monkey lived on an apple tree and the crocodile lived on the other side of the river. So, now next is rising action. Now, here this is the part where the problem starts. If we talk about the story Monkey and the Crocodile, in the story, the problem started when the crocodile's wife thought to herself that the monkey's flesh must be very sweet. Now, next comes is your climax. Now, here climax is the point where the excitement level of the reader is at the highest point. Again, in the story, we discuss about the climax is that the monkey came to know about the crocodiles and his wife's intention to kill him and eat his heart. And this was the turning point of the story, isn't it, children? Now, next if we talk about comes falling action. Now, here this consists of events which lead towards the solution of the problem. So, in the story of Monkey and Crocodile, that he would gladly give up his heart to save his wife, but he had left his heart on the rose apple tree. Now, this event leads towards the solution of the problem. So, now, finally, resolution, where the problem resolves and the story ends. In the story, the problem ended when the monkey scrambled up to safety. What was the resolution? Now, what is resolution? Where the problem resolves and the story comes to an end. And in the story, the monkey and the crocodile, what was the end? That monkey was safe and he scrambled up the tree and finally said to convey his message to the crocodile's wife that he has that she has married the foolest person in the world, biggest fool in the world. And it gives us the moral that when we are in trouble, we should use our presence of mind. Now next comes children, key points. Let's keep in mind the key points of story writing. It's just a recap kind of thing which we are going to do. Now, a story is a fiction. In other words, a story describes imaginary events and people. Every story has a plot and elements already we have discussed. Always use past tense while writing a story. Stick to the limit of 150 to 200 words. Give a title. And marking scheme is title 1 mark, content 4 marks, fluency 2.5 marks, accuracy 2.5 marks, and in this way the total is 10 marks. So hope children, all of you would have understood. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.